So you may have noticed over the last couple of months that I've been tweeting or putting up videos about the BPZ versus Twitch mod and alerting you all that I've been streaming it over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz. What is the BPZ versus Twitch mod? That's exactly what I'm going to explain here today and give you guys a bit more of an insight of what the mod is, what it's about, and how you can have your very own wrestler in the mod. So the main premise of the BPZ versus Twitch mod is the BrendenPlayz Wrestling Company and the Twitch Wrestling Company going at it head to head. They're the two biggest companies in the game. There is 5 companies in total, soon to be 6, with another one debuting whilst the game occurs. BPZ is the big one. It is the biggest company in the game. Of course, it is owned by me, and the wrestlers that you see on BrendenPlayz Wrestling are people that have signed up through the forums and the Discord. So these are my regular forums and Discord members, and these people have signed up, made their own character, and been put in the game. Their stats are based off their contributions to the forums, so how many posts they've got, how active they've been, and things like that. So someone who's been very, very active over the course of the last 5 years is Bailey Justin, for example. He has had a lot of success on the forums, becoming the member of the month many, many times. So he has a high popularity and also has good stats in the ring to suit his character personality, but also his contributions and his efforts made on the forums. It's a little bit different but similar at the same time over on Twitch. Now, Twitch Wrestling is comprised of people that have come along to the streams and have signed up. Now, not every person that signs up will get to Twitch Wrestling. Twitch is the second biggest company in the game, but the people that do make it to Twitch Wrestling, they're people that you can expect to see from time to time in the Twitch chat, perhaps even now on the forums, but for the most part, they're people that have signed up to watch the streams and have made their character from there. So you'll see people, some will have high stats, some will have low stats. Now the way we've done this is through spinning the wheel. So we've done wheel spins over the last few months, and these wheel spins decide how good your character is. Also, whilst the game is happening, whilst the stream is happening, people can spin the wheel if they are subscribers of the Twitch channel to get extra spins to help boost up their stats. So we spin the wheel to decide how good their wrestlers are, and now their stats could be 0 to 30, 40 to 50, or even up to 90 plus. And this gives you a bit of an indication of how good their wrestler is, how much popularity they're going to have, and how much of an impact they're going to have immediately in the mod. Now, there will be a big mixture of some great wrestlers that are great and some wrestlers that are poor, but at the end of the day, it's all luck of the draw. Some will be fantastic, as you can see on your screen, Lucifer, very, very good stats, and some maybe not as great, like Cody Cage here, but still they all have their place in the mod, they all have their purpose in the mod, and they all get to be booked in the mod. So Twitch Wrestling is owned by Keely, and she's in control, and from time to time we see her on the streams booking the shows for herself. Now we have 3 other companies in the game as well. We've got Aki Championship Wrestling. Aki Championship Wrestling is known and owned by our owner Aki. Now, Aki's a member of my BPZ forums, and he's a bit of an infamous member. He's a guy that gets himself in a bit of trouble from time to time. He likes to rap and things like that as well. So you can expect when you go to Aki that the wrestling there isn't going to be amazing. It's going to be more of a hardcore, brawling, deathmatch style with, maybe some guys that have had some law troubles coming along there, some guys that, they've had their issues. And, sometimes it might be a bit of a difficult environment to prosper in with Aki as the owner. He's not exactly the nicest guy in the world. He may not even pay you at times. So it's going to be a difficult prospect to succeed in ACW. So one thing is for sure is that they do have a bit of popularity to work with and some cash at the beginning of the game to really give them a bit of a head start over some of their competition. And Aki definitely, whilst he might not be the nicest of persons, he definitely does a pretty good job in booking the shows as well. So it is a good proposition to be a part of, and if you're a hardcore style wrestler, this is probably where you want to end up. So our next company is Superstar Wrestling. Superstar Wrestling is owned by Archangel, better known as BWM on the stream, and Superstar Wrestling is a touring company, so they're the type of company that they'll have a lot of shows, but then they'll have a month off. So every 3 months, they are really pushing hard, touring hard, working as hard as they possibly can, but then they'll take a break, have a month off, and come back. Superstar Wrestling has a great roster, a really exciting roster full of guys that can really go all the way and become superstars in this game. But at the same time, they obviously have that touring factor to hold them back a little bit, and perhaps money also may be a bit of an issue with their flashy spending, and they're quite a large roster size as well. But no doubt about it, SSW, if you're a good technical wrestler, if you really want to prove yourself in matches, this might be the place you want to be. Last but certainly not least, our final company is Texas Pro Wrestling. Texas Pro Wrestling is owned by James Knight, better known as Beastly King, and he's a bit more of an old school style, old school wrestling back down in the Mid-South. And of course, their television show is known as Thursday Night Throwdown. And now Texas Pro Wrestling, it's an interesting one because at times, you know, they do lack a bit of an identity at times. They do lack a bit of the in-ring skills that you see in SSW, but they do have a good crop of guys. And I feel like TPW is a great opportunity if you can become a big star, you know, because there really isn't a lot of competition at the top of the card, but in the middle of the card, definitely lots of tough competition. And certainly some big names here will prosper and become big stars at some point. It's just going to be a matter of time for them. But TPW, it's the smallest out of the original 5 companies, so it is a bit more of a difficult challenge to get over there and become a star in TPW just because of the exposure. It is much smaller compared to the other companies, but they're a company that you might sleep on them for a while, but definitely over time I think they're going to rise to the top. So those are our 5 companies in the mod. A 6th company does come along. It's called Hawaii Family Entertainment, and that company is specifically for free agents. So there is free agents in the game, so not everybody gets assigned a company to begin with. Now, for the most part, a lot of the free agents are people that were forum members and are no longer on the forums anymore, but they were a big enough name on the forums that I felt as though they still deserve to be in the game. We also have some crazy people as well, like Nightbot, for example, who is our Twitch bot. He's in the mod as well. We've done some crazy things. We've made a lot of different characters, and we've also got some legends here as well. We've got Nabakos, who's got a lot of popularity, Zombie as well, another big star, Monda. So some star power there on the free agency as well. And some of those guys, for example, are doing some movies and not available for a while, but when they do come back, rest assured the big companies will all be fighting for their signature. Now specifically, we look at every character, and every character for the most part has their own backstory, a bit of a backstory, what they're all about. It gives us a bit of an idea of who they are, where they've come from, and what we can really expect to see from them. Some characters have got a bit more detail than others, but for the most part, you can expect to see plenty of backstory from a variety of different characters, which is fantastic to see. It gives us a real idea of who they are and what they're all about. So when we are booking them, it can be a bit of a challenge because of the fact that they are all new characters. We don't quite know who each person is, but over time we can start to create an identity for some people and really start to figure out who they are and what they want to try and accomplish here in their careers. So currently the mod has over 260 workers, and this number is changing all the time. When you sign up, you can have your character put into the mod and it will be added in our next crop of talent inputs, and that takes place once a month. And if there's a bit of a backlog of talent inputs, it might be 2, potentially 3 months of in-game time away, which might be a couple of weeks to wait on the stream time. But rest assured, if you make a character, you will be definitely put into the mod, and you'll have a chance to be signed right away when you do debut in the game. And if your character gets a big spin, I know for a fact that there's a lot of competition right now of some big name talent coming through. So if you get a good spin, you'll definitely be highly sought out. And even if you don't get a great spin and your character isn't the best, I'm sure somebody will find a spot for you. So you can see your character booked all the time on the game, which is amazing to see. So throughout the mod, we can always take a look at how your character's performed over the last number of months. We've currently played a few months of the mod on the stream at the moment, and we've got a few months to really take a look back and see how each person's performing, look at their match history, look at their title history, see what they've accomplished in their careers, have a look at their popularity progress as well, and see, how their popularity is traveling on, how they're progressing as a character, and also their skills at the same time. Are their skills increasing and things like that? So when you do come along to the streams, we can always check your progress for you. So if you haven't been able to catch some streams, we can always catch you up to see how your character is going. But for the most part, what we're going to do here is we're going to do monthly updates. So at the end of each month of in-game time, I'm going to make a video here on the channel, and I'm going to update everyone as to how some companies are going, who's been winning, what title changes have been happening, some major things that have been happening in the mod, and things like that. So when we do stream, you can expect to see me live playing this mod at about 8 PM Eastern Standard Time, and that is Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I generally play the mod. Now, those times may change, but for the most part, that's when you can expect to see me live playing this mod every single week. You can sign up and be a part of the mod yourself. It is free to join. There's a link in the description down below. You can click the sign up button, put in your character details, and I'm going to add you to the game. The more details you give, the better. That gives me more of an idea of what you want your character to be. We've also got a full history so far as well. If you click the other link in the description down below, you can see the history of the mod so far. So if you've got a character in the game, but you're not quite sure as to how your character is going, well, there's a wins and loss section, and there's a full match history made by Arius. So big shout out to Arius, who's done a lot of hard work there in making that, so make sure you check that out in the description down below. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the BPZ versus Twitch mod. This is a brand new mod that I have created myself with the help of a few others, and this is a huge project that we've been able to get done, and it's all about the viewers. We are booking you, and we would love to have each and every one of you in our game and be a part of it and join the craziness. Just join the craziness, join the fun of having your very own wrestler in our mod. You never know where you're going to end up. You never know what's going to happen, and that's the beauty of the mod. And make sure you check out the streams. We go live at about 8 PM Eastern Standard Time, as I said. From Wednesdays to Sundays, I am live. 3 days a week, we do stream the BPZ mod. The other days, we stream our other TEW series as well. So make sure you come along to the streams and come along to our Discord as well, where you can use that to sign up and be a part of the mod. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see you in the future at the streams. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what your character name is in the BPZ versus Twitch mod. Have you signed up? Tell me in the comment section down below. And you never know, if I can find out who is watching the mod and who is interested in the mod, maybe I might be able to use them just that little bit more frequently so you can see your character being booked. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed them, and hopefully I see you at the streams.